Welcome, everyone. What a beautiful day outside and a beautiful day in here. Today is such an honor just to open today. Can you hear me? Is this on? Okay. Today, turn it up. Oh. Okay. Ooh, scary. So today is an incredible day to honor somebody that is very, very, very close to everyone here in the room. Janet Afatan and Afatanis. I never say her last name. But I'm feeling really blessed today because I met Janet probably 20 years ago when she was carrying her beautiful son in her belly, and her beautiful daughter was playing the drums beside her. And I've always held her very close to my heart. And so she also, is the drummer, so we're going to miss her really a lot. But she has taught me so much, and she has really been part of our lives. And this year, I just wanted to say in the summer, she come to my home and made drums with Jennifer, and she helped Pearl make her drums. So Pearl really wanted to be here today and to show her drum off that her and Janet made together and sang together. And we, one thing I loved about Janet is she didn't care how you sang or how you drummed. She accepted us all for who we are. So today I really want to honor that so that we can drum and sing. And don't worry what your voice sounds like, because, I'll be up here and honestly, you're all better than I am. So we're going to have fun doing that. The other thing is I just wanted to say Janet drummed when my mother passed a few years ago. And she was so beautiful, and she did smudging outside for everyone, and then she'd come in, and it just made my heart so big that she offered to do that. And I know that she's here today, and every one of us can feel her. So we're going to start off with announcing this is a drum and a spoken word honoring the life of Janet Afatanis. We will have the drummers come in or just stand and then make kind of a circle around the room. We're going to start with a beautiful song called Thank You for This Day, Spirit, because Janet is with us, and boy, does she love to sing and hold this space. So if you don't have the words, there was some papers passed around. We're going to sing it a little bit different than the book. It is in 87 on the book, but we're just going to change a few of the words. So those that don't have the song, we will begin. The first line is, thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. The second one is, thank you for my life, Spirit. The third is, thank you for my friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. So we will begin. And I'm going to grab my drum too. Pierre, would you like to start the first beat? No pressure, girl.
Yeah, what you do, Dave?
Let's do this. Thank you
for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. at Janet as if she's like the grandmother now. She is the ancient one, the holy one, our sister, our friend, and our mother. So this is the one that's on this sheet. If you want to sing it with me.
I'll just over there.
I hear the voice. Hear the voice of the grandmother call. She says, wake up, children, wake up, listen, 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 listen. May the rivers all run wild. May the mountains go unspoiled. May the air be clean, may the trees grow tall. May there be love for every mother and child. May there be love for every woman and man. May there be love for all the beings in the wild. I hear the voice of the grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother call. She says, give birth, give life, mother, give birth, give life. Listen, 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 listen. May the rivers all run wild. May the mountains go unspoiled. May the air be clean, may the trees grow tall. May there be love for every mother and child. May there be love for every woman and man. May there be love for all the beings in the wild. I hear the voice of the grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of the grandmother's call. She says, stand in your power, people, stand in your power. Listen, 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 listen. May the mountains go unspoiled. May the air be clean, may the trees grow tall. May there be love for every mother and child. May there be love for every woman and man. May there be love for all the beings in the wild. I hear the voice of the grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of the grandmother call. She says, listen, 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 listen.
And if the drummers could just stay, I'd now like to invite Jennifer up to call in the 4 directions.
of the South that live beneath us, all the animals, fire energy. Turn to the west. Our mountains that we can see ahead of us. The bear. All your animals that live in the west. Place where we go into the darkness. The earth. As we transition into the north, the time of healing, time of rest. We can even go drum a little softer. As we're calling in the white buffalo, the air element. Place of our ancestors. The white, purity, snow. I'd like to thank the earth above us, Father Sky above us. You can either place your hands or look up. The cosmos, the air world, the sky world, place of the stars. Just envision that golden ray of the stars just coming above your head, into your head, crown chakra, just coming into your heart. Feel your feet as Mother Earth is beneath us. All of the roots, trees, all the animals that live on the earth. Those that fly, those that slither, those that jump, hop. All the plant life. All of this lives within us. Is part of us. All of that coming up into your heart, meeting the sky. Connection. Let that sit with you today.
Thank you. Jennifer's going to play a song later for us that she wrote or she just learned. And so you can have a seat. Carmen, I don't know what I did with the mic. Oh, you've got it. You can finish. I'm just going to stand here.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Whew.
And a lot of the drums in this room, Janet was there to make with you. So we really want to honor that. Jennifer is the drumming lady that come into our blessings, into our area just not that long ago, right, Jennifer? It's only been like a year. So she has touched the souls and the spirits with her music, with her song, with her drums. And the drum will move on forever. So thank you. That was awesome. So right now we're going to honor the children and read the opening ceremony, or the opening message. So in your book, turn.
In your program, if you have one, there's an opening affirmation. If not, just close your eyes and make it your truth.
This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I resolve to live this day in peace, in harmony, and in love with all things. I love myself and my world. I find something of joy in every moment. I affirm that life is good, and so I am, and so it is. And now we will bring in the children. Pearl, are you our only... is Haley? Oh, she's already there. So Haley's already in there, Pearl. Again, we're all children. So I love this statement. It says, life is timeless. Imagine it has no age, and dreams are forever. It's by Walt Disney. You know, this is interesting. Just even Walt Disney was my dad's best friend growing up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of...
No,
he's
synchronicity.
From, Toronto. And the day, wow, this is going to be hard for me. No, I didn't know that was going to come up, but okay, thank you. My dad, that was the day my grandmother died, was when Walt Disney got his first vehicle. And him and my dad always had to be home from school as a teenager at 16 to be with my grandmother who had epilepsy. And that day, Walt got his car. My dad did not come home from school. They went out partying and having a wonderful time driving his new vehicle. But unfortunately, when he came home, my grandmother died. So, wow, that was like not something I was going to think of coming. But anyway, when I seen Walt Disney. So I'd like us to say this together. Laughter is timeless. Imagination has no age. And dreams are forever. And so it is. So now I get to honor my very, very, very dear friend, Reverend Joanne Faith Boruck. And she is going to honor Janet with celebrating Janet's life. So thank you.
Thank you, Carmen. Takes a village. I got to get a halls. I'm already choked up. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thank you. Ooh. While I was off having knee surgery, my friend and mentor, Janet, made her heavenly transition. And there has been a small service for her already that I was unable to attend. And in the summer, her daughter Tiara and son Caleb will have a celebration of life, and I don't know if I'll be around to attend. So today, I'm honoring her in my own way, because I knew I could not come back here without making it about Janet and the difference she made in my life. So I'm calling it an honoring. And it's a new thing. I mean, there is funerals and there's celebrations and then there's honoring. So we're blazing our own way. And you may not have known Janet, everybody here, but I can guarantee you have felt Janet, because she has been resonating kindness, harmony, and the sound of the drum in central Alberta for over 20 years. So if you feel the peace in central Alberta, you know who to thank. So I ask you to just join me today as I integrate a Sunday service and an honoring of the gift that we are to the world and the great gift that Janet was. So we opened with this drumming song that often Janet would sing at circles, and the last few weeks we would go into the Native Friendship Room and sing that. And I would like to invite Tiara to come up and light this candle that represents the light of Janet. And if you want to bring Caleb with you, you sure can. He looks like he just like, leave me alone.
He's pretty comfy.
Yeah. When Caleb was a really young boy, he used to come here to Growing Spirits Circle. My granddaughter had a big crush on him. Yeah, he is very handsome. So as Tiara lights this candle, we just welcome the light of Janet to be with us here today. Oh. I even brought wooden matches, Janet. Mm. Thank you, Tira. So today we meet here to honor ourselves and to pay tribute to the life of Janet Afdanis. And really to give thanks for the life that she led, for the gifts that she gave, and to acknowledge that our time together is over, but not done. Just that one part of it's over. But it's also important that we bless each other and bless her now that our time's over and her angelic life has just begun. Please join me in an opening prayer. Gracious Creator of life and love, we thank you for sharing Janet with us on earth. We know what a gift it was to have her presence in our lives. We acknowledge her gifts and friendships and ask that your loving presence comfort and hold us in the light of healing. We grieve because we will miss her. That's our nature, Creator. Thank you also for the ability to love so deeply that we can feel grief. It speaks to the wonderful woman who we now know is free and perfect. And so it is. Amen. We hear about death. All the faiths of the world have an idea of what life after death is. And really, we don't know. But we do know that what happens is there's a peace that passes understanding within all of us and within Janet's life. There's rest. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that she's reunited with all those people that have passed before. And I like to think of her up there just drumming away with Janis Joplin to Mercedes-Benz. We often talked about that. I told her when I get there, that's what I'm going to be singing. So really for Janet, this journey's just beginning. But for us, there's loss, there's grief, and there's pain. Because every one of us had our life touched because of Janet. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. Even those who are first-timers at this center, you didn't know that you were here to honor the drum and what the drum brought to Central Alberta and Janet. Her life mattered. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. And it's important to acknowledge that with this passing, something fundamental has changed. Life's not going to be the same, and it shouldn't be. I was talking to Tierra, to Tierra about what's normal now. What's your new normal? Heck, what is normal? We don't know, but we're creating it as we go. So whether you knew Janet as Janet the drummer, Janet the friend, or Janet, you know that she loved spirituality. She loved people. She loved teaching. And we all loved all of that about her. I met Janet so long ago, it feels like a lifetime, and then it feels like it just wasn't long enough. Tiara, how long ago did you move here?
Well, I was told 7.
So
2004.
21 years ago. And she was only here about a week and a half, and she did this thing at Debbie Della Rosa's where we made prayer flags, and it was all new to me, and I thought, holy crap, this is so amazing. Back then, Janet didn't know what was going to be unfolding, but she brought Tiara with her, and Tiara and her sang this song. She loved to share her wisdom. She always did a beautiful opening. She had an altar. She blessed the earth. She blessed the smudge. She blessed the sage. Oh, thank you, Creator, for Donna. And so this one song this call and response song that Janet and Tiara sang so often, I'd like to sing it. And I'd like you to respond with me. That is on your sheet I gave you. I'm going to sing the first round, and then I'm going to ask Tiara to do the second, and then Carmen, and then Joanne and Peter. And it goes, "Oh, way at your child. Oh, way a high, oh. Oh, way at your child. Oh, way a high, oh. Feel free to drum. May we all fly like eagles. Flying so high. Circling the universe. On wings of pure light. Oh, way at your child. Oh, way a high, oh. Oh, way at your child. Oh, way a high, oh. May we all fly like eagles. Flying so high. Circling the universe. On wings of pure light. Carmen? Oh, way at your child. Oh, way a high, oh. At your child. Oh, way at your child. Oh, way a high, oh. May we all fly like eagles. Flying so high. Circling the universe. On wings of pure light. Joanne and Peter. Oh, way at your child. Oh, way a high, oh. Oh, way at your child. Oh, way a high, oh. May we all fly like eagles. Flying so high. Circling the universe. On wings of pure. Let's sing it together. Oh, way at your child. Oh, way at your child. Oh, way a high, oh. Oh, way a high, oh. Oh, way at your child. Oh, way at your child. Oh, way a high, oh. Oh, way a high, oh. May we all fly like eagles. All fly like eagles. Flying so high. Flying so high. Circling the universe. Circling the universe. Wings of pure light. On wings of pure light. Thank you. from the first day. That was my song. And now I'd like to invite Jennifer back up, who has a song that she's going to play for us. Would you consider coming up here? And I'll just turn that mic on, and maybe it'll pick up a little something. I'll move out of your way.
All right, everyone. I'm Jen. Can everybody hear me? Because I'm going to do this without the microphone. I've been learning this song for about a little while, 6 years maybe. And then how we drift off in life and forget everything. Anyway,
Thanks,
I finally
Joyce.
found this song. Or it found me, and I went to visit Janet about a month before she passed away. On the spot, eh? Emotions come up. Yeah, I'm from the East. Because of Dave, I met Janet. She held her first drum workshop. Woo! I guess a year ago. Anyways, this changed my life. It's a mantra from Tibet. And then I'm going to sing it, and then I'm going to go into drumming, and whoever after wants to just go into drumming, and we'll just drum, and we'll finish that way. Namo Danataya, Namo Arya Jahana, Sagara Vero Jahana, You are Jata Gate Beharatabe, Samya Sambudebe, Namo Arya Arowa Budebe, Shuraya Burisattvaya, Mahasattvaya, Mahakarunigaya, Taryata Om Naradara, Diri Diri Duru Duru, Itiwe Itiye Chale Chale, Pura Chale Pura Chale, Gusume Gusumawa, Re Ili Vili Jitit Savara Mapana Yashuha, Namo Danataya, Namo Arya Jahana, Sagara Vero Jahana, You are Jata Gate Beharatabe, Samya Sambudebe, Namo Arya Arowa Budebe, Shuraya Burisattvaya, Mahasattvaya, Mahakarunigaya, Taryata Om Naradara, Diri Diri Duru Duru, Itiwe Itiye Chale Chale, Pura Chale Pura Chale, Gusume she asked me to play or to send her the song after I visited her and shared the song to her, the mantra. And I sent it to her on a link, and she couldn't figure it out, or I'm not sure what happened, but this song is now deep in my bones, and Jenna's a really great person. She's opened my eyes and heart to this community and made me feel welcome here for drumming and building drums, which, I give a lot of thanks and gratitude and sorry for your loss. And she's touched many people, including myself, and I'm happy that she even gave me this scarf on our first workshop together, and I'm going to wear it every time. Thank you.
Oh, Jennifer. There's a couple of things I have planned, and I'm asking Creator, what order do I do this in? I think I'll finish what I had written, and then we'll pass the mic around. And I asked if you want to say something to stand so we can see you, and to use the mic so it can be recorded. So this is my part, my churchy part, my ministry part, and also a part of my service for Janet. So today we've been remembering with gratitude a life that was important and honoring life itself. And you might ask yourself when you leave, what can I do to mark this moment? Well, you can help. You can support Tier and Caleb. You can support all those who remain in grief, and you can allow them to cry, to laugh, to remember, because grief, it takes its own time. For some people, it takes a day. For some people, it takes a year. There is no time frame. I remember once somebody said to me that grief was like glitter, and every time you turn around, there's another piece of glitter. So I like to think of that as something sparkly. Every time I see a star or something sparkly, that's to remind me of the light that Janet brought into our lives. So that's how we can mark this day, by honoring our feelings and by allowing those feelings to pass through us. And you can bless each day that you live, and bless it to the fullest in honor of life itself and of Janet. It's the greatest gift we have, to live this life. I was talking about gifts, and I had found this scripture that I talked to Janet about one day. I was telling her that she had done such a great job in this world, and what a gift she was. And in Ecclesiastes it says, life on earth is considered one of God's gifts. It's a good thing to receive wealth from God and the good health to enjoy it, to enjoy your work and accept your lot in life. That is indeed a gift from God. And that's from Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 19. And, if you know Janet, she liked everything. She liked spirituality. She had like this Christian side too. So we would sing some hymns and we would sing some drumming songs. But Janet's safe. And that's what we want to remember too. She's already through the barrier and free to another reality, to experience whatever joy awaits her there. But for us, it's important to say a final farewell, and to bless her and the part that she played in our lives. And Janet, we honor your life on earth, and we pray for peace ever after for us and for you. We will not forget you, and go well. I was talking again about a gift. And what message do I want to leave you with? What gift do you have to give to the world? Years ago, I did a meditation with Carmen about what is your gift? She probably doesn't remember. It was one when Carrie still had her building. And she talked about, how do you find your gift? And so I was thinking about under the tree at Christmas. How do you find your gift? Well, it could be in that bag under the tree, but if you never take the tin foil, the tissue out, you never see it. So to me, that is like open your crown, be open at the top to whatever your gift is, and let it flow in and out. We did this beautiful meditation today with Brenda and Colleen and Peter, and we called in this light, and then we allowed that light to fill us with what our good was. So that's one way. And what about if it's in a box? The same thing, you can shake that box as much as you like and look at it and say, well, what is my purpose? Well, what is my gift? But unless you take the time to open the box and see what's inside of you, you don't know what your gift is. Or maybe it doesn't have a bag or a box, it's just hiding somewhere, like an Easter egg. And all you got to do is find it. That's maybe what you have to do. Just go looking around your house and look at the things in your house. Look at the things you've collected. Do you collect eagles? Maybe that's your gift. You can see the world from a higher perspective. Do you have a lot of colored purple? Maybe that's your gift. You're so spiritual, you're open at the top all the time. So your gift is looking for you as much as you're looking for it. Don't wait for Valentine's Day to tell somebody what their gift is, or Christmas, or their birthday. If you know what somebody's gift is, tell them. And if you don't know yours, ask somebody. Because people see you greater than you see yourself. I look out here and I can point out to 80% of you and see your gift. So if you don't know what it is, you ask me. And that's what I want you to leave here today with, is that you have a gift to give. Today we honored the gift that Janet had to give. Every day is so special. Every day, just show up. Somebody once said to me, put on lipstick and show up. But not all of you have to put on lipstick, especially, you guys. But just show up. Just be who you are. That is what's important, is sharing your gift. You don't know what it is without unwrapping it. Some of us are given gifts from our ancestors. I truly believe Janet was an incarnation of something greater than we ever knew. Where did she get those gifts from? She inherited them. Maybe you inherited your gifts from your ancestors. But if you don't know and you don't unwrap it, how can you pass it on? There's probably a lot of other talented musicians out there that love to play that piano. I think I inherited that from my grandmother, but I've never manifested it. So you might have something from your ancestors that you haven't manifested. And I just want you to ask yourself, what's standing between you and the veil of your authentic self? That's what it is. It's as thin as a veil that you can see here. So as we leave here this morning, I want us to be open at the top, open in the heart, naked, except for the big bow that says, this is who I am. I'm here. Janet helped make me who I am. And I'm loud, and I'm proud, and I'm honored to be a part of this celebration. And that's the message that I want to leave you from Janet. Please join me in a closing blessing. There is one creator of all. All peace, strength, and purpose flow from the one to each of us. We are here on this earth for a great purpose. And I know and declare that purpose has been fulfilled by Janet. Her journey is complete and she's free. She's at peace. And we ask, Creator, that you bless this family, bless Tiara and Caleb, bless all these friends that are here, and surround them with your light and love as they heal from the loss. Embrace your child, Janet, on her journey home, and know how very grateful we are to have experienced her as a mother, a sister-in-law, a daughter, granddaughter, and friend. Until we meet again, we will remain your humble servant. and so it is. Namaste. And now I'm going to have Audrey come and play a song for us. Before we open the mic, we're going to sing in honor of Janet, Amazing Grace. And it is in your book on some page. It's on page 3. And if you choose, you can stand because you could even drum gently while Audrey plays. We're so blessed to have such an accomplished musician in our midst. I'm going to stand. It's easier.
Find that up here? Yeah, so probably do right after this. We'll probably do the like in the closing. Yeah, prosperity, and then I'll go take the baskets.
Carmen, are you doing open mic?
Do this, I was just wondering.
Eh? Are you doing open mic?
Do the prosperity. Do you want that?
No, let's do open mic.
Okay. Open mic.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
that's what I was thinking. I was just
Okay.
thinking.
Do you want to start and then you can just pass the mic down?
I will just let
Okay.
whoever would like to speak.
Who would like to say something with Janet?
I know Brenda and Colleen, David.
Dave, do you want to come up?
We could just pass it, like if we just pass it and nobody wants to talk, then Dave's
Good morning, everyone. This is awesome. I've never seen such a, or felt such a spiritual,
Thank you, Audrey. That was so
just
great.
gives me the shivers. And I like to thank everybody. It's awesome. God bless the kids and everything for such a great mother, great friend, great person. And I've known Janet since she started coming here. And I honestly can say that she was the kind of person that
I'm going to get up with Gail.
she was always so kind, but you learned a lot from her when she was, especially you can ask all the people that went to drumming. She was just an awesome teacher, spiritual, and I just want to say that I'm very proud to know that she was in my life. Same with the kids. I remember the kids when they were little. We used to, well, they were kids. But we had a blast, and, and that's one thing I can say she always talked about her kids, how happy she was, what they've accomplished in life. And so that's one thing with her. Everybody that accomplished the stuff in life, she was very proud of everybody. And she was just a loving, caring person, and it hurts me because our spiritual connection is, when it breaks, it's hard. When somebody breaks your spiritual connection, it's hard. And but we have to move on. And I just want to thank everybody for being here. Love the kids. And that's about it. Thank you, Janet.
Thank you, David. Can I stand here?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I need to take a deep breath. Like a deep breath. Like a deep breath. So I want to tell you how I met Janet. I met Janet at this center. Maybe, would you mind if I sat down? No, sit. It's called OLD. Anyway, first of all, I want to acknowledge her children. I remember them from the day they were born. So Tiara and Caleb, I know you're going to miss your mother, but she's going to miss you more. Just know that the love between you and your mother was beyond all circumstances. I met your mom at my house. I was looking for somebody to help me clean, and I had your mom come over, and you probably remember it. It's Tiara. And she came over, and we sat and talked for about an hour. We had lots to talk about, even though we didn't really know each other, but we knew each other in different circumstances. So as the day went on, I said to her, let's have a cup of tea. No, we're not having tea until I finish this job, or I'll never get it done. So it was absolutely remarkable. She was such a beautiful person. Beautiful. She had wings, I know that for sure. I know she was kinder than we ever imagine a person can be. So I would like to thank Janet. I would like to put my arms around her, and I will put my arms around her again, there's no doubt about it. And I would like to say thank you to her two beautiful children, knowing that they will follow in her footsteps. So to Janet, everybody, too bad we don't have a glass of whiskey. To Janet.
Hi, my name is Marnie. I met Janet and Tiara within days of them arriving in Red Deer back in 2004. The first time I met Janet, we instantly disliked each other. But we met at Debbie De La Rosa's, and Debbie invited both of us out to an event that she was having at her place. And Debbie obviously saw that Janet and I were meant to have a connection because Debbie made us set up our tents next to each other, which meant we were sleeping next to each other. And we were eyeing each other out of the corners of our eyes. And then Debbie stepped in again, and she said, okay, we're going to do Sweat Lodge. Marnie, Janet, you're first. What? Two deers in the headlights looking at each other. Janet and I went into the Sweat Lodge together, still eyeing each other. And we came out friends because we realized that we had a deep spiritual connection, but also a past life connection, because when we came out, we both started to talk about the vision that we had had while we were in that Sweat Lodge, and both of us had had the same vision of a past life that we'd had together. And it was from that moment we were connected as friends, but the type of friends that don't see each other every day, don't talk every day. But as we drifted in and out of each other's lives through the years, it was like no time had ever passed. I was there when Janet found out that she was pregnant with Caleb. It was pretty overwhelming for both of us that day. And it wasn't that much later that I found out that I was pregnant as well. It was about a year and a bit after that. And I was in a very, very bad situation. And that was 17 years ago on Valentine's Day. And Janet, Caleb walked into my office place that Valentine's Day morning. And Caleb probably doesn't remember it. But it touched my life so deeply that she had thought about me. And Caleb came into my office space with a little teddy bear, and Janet came in with a rose and asked if I would be their Valentine's for the day. And as I mentioned, Janet and I drifted in and out of each other's lives. But every year on Valentine's Day, we would send messages to each other and ask if we would be each other's Valentines. So, given how deeply both Tiara and Caleb have touched my life, I want to put the offer out there that I'm always there for both of you. And if either of you need anything, I'm only an hour away, and I will be there for both of you. Just the same way that Janet was always there for me when I needed her.
Okay, well, somebody else waits to say something. I will share a story. I didn't know Janet super well, but we got to cross paths here a lot. But I do have an experience of Janet's healing powers. My very first day in the center was just 6.5 years ago. On the very first day I walked in here, a lady named Susan welcomed me. and sat with me and my children, and we had lunch and everything. And 2 years later, Susan was diagnosed with 4-stage bone cancer. And that following summer, we decided to have a giant drumming out at Valentine's house. And I didn't know what it was going to be like. I woke up Saturday morning, headed out there for 9 a.m. And when I got there, I was greeted by your mother, Janet, who had this giant blanket of drums and a ceremony set up and explained to everybody, knowing that not a lot of us were new to this, but we were there for our sister Susan, who we were very feared for at the time. And there had to have been, I don't know, anybody else that was there had to have been 30 or 40 of us there at Valentine's house that day. And she had drums for everyone, and taught us about the tobacco ceremony, and blessed us all, and smudged us all. And we drummed for Susan that day, the most powerful day for a long time. I mean, we had lunch at some point, and then, I don't know, I didn't leave until sometime in the afternoon. Anyways, Susan moved away to Surrey, White Rock, to be with her children. And Susan's cancer went into remission. Okay? Only a few months later. So, to me, I think Janet's life was pulling a lot of poison out of a lot of people. Over the 4 years that passed after that, I saw Susan lots of times at the center, and I was, as a single parent for that time, I had to work 2 jobs, and I always was like, could we please have the drumming on another day, because I always work on the day that you're having it, if we could have it on a Sunday after service or something. And she said, you know what? Don't worry, you'll have lots of time in your life to drum. You'll have lots of time. I got to drum with Susan one more time at Gord's funeral, or Gord's celebration of life. And I stayed that day until almost there was nobody here. Gord was very dear to my family and I and my daughter. So that's my story of knowing Janet. But I think that part of Janet's short visit here on earth was to make sure that some people were here to live out their purpose in life a little bit longer. And I don't think Susan's drumming event was the only time that she helped heal somebody. So, anybody else have anything to share? Yeah.
I'm Joanne. I'll see how long I can talk. Every time I think I'm going to read something or share something, I have to let my husband do it. We met Janet. We went to a Tai Chi class. It was our first time doing Tai Chi, and I think it was Janet's too. We didn't know her. And that was, Caleb was. Well, we went in there, and we got into our places, and I looked over my shoulder, and here was this beautiful Amazon-looking goddess in the corner with this tiny little baby in a sling doing Tai Chi. And I'm like, what? My kids were a little bit older, and I'm thinking, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could, wear your child on you and do all these things and just live your life. And he's just there. And so it was through that session of Tai Chi classes we got to know her. And thank God she was there, because we connected, and we were just friends ever since. I'm sure most people here know the name that was bestowed upon Janet by, I believe it was a Cree elder, right? Was Walks with a Healing Spirit. So what you said is exactly bang on. That was Janet in a nutshell, Walks with a Healing Spirit. And she would always include that in her opening drum circle when we'd introduce ourselves, and any other names that we had been giving. That was something, and that really touched me every time she reminded me of that we're not just our name that our parents gave us, we're all these other things. So Peter and I are helping Tara and Caleb with the financial aspects of all of the estate business. And when we were going through her personal paperwork, we came across all of her planning for the someday in the distant future when it would be needed, that she had everything so sorted and so organized. and had done all of the details of the someday when this happens, I don't want anyone to have to wonder what I wanted or be arguing about what we think she would want. It was just all laid out there in every possible detail, and we just followed it like this beautiful plan, which now that's something I'm going to be doing for my kids. Thank you, Janet. So we came across this booklet, and everything was in there. And she wrote on the first page, and Tiara and Caleb didn't know that she had done all this either. At the very top, there was a note for Tiara and a note for Caleb at the bottom, directly to them. And so at the end, it said for Tiara's was Love Tiara, but we changed it to Love Janet, and we put it on the back of her little picture card that was at the private viewing ceremony there. I'll try to read it. It's dated April 14th of 2018. April 14th of 2018. Like, how did she know that was going to be such an important thing? And her birthday was on April 12th, so it was 2 days after her birthday in 2018. I just turned 49 years. Yahoo! The funeral really is for the people left alive, to honor my life, process my death. So really, do whatever you like. Keep it simple. Make it easy for yourself. Learn about and respect the grieving process. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about details. I'll be in heaven. Nope. Here you go.
I'll be in heaven, where everything is love and at peace. So remember that. And try to listen for me, because if I can contact you from heaven, I will. Love, Janet.
Last call. Come on, we want to hear from you.
Hello, everyone. Looking around the room, it's so wonderful seeing everyone here. I talked to Joanne a couple days ago, and she said that Sunday was dedicated to our beautiful mom, and I'm just so grateful that I'm here. And just to look around and see in my head all of the memories that my mom has created with each and every one of you. And I'm just so grateful. We have such a wonderful support team. And my mom, she truly did touch a lot of people. She was so wise, and she was so caring, and she was the greatest mom. And I could go on and on and on forever about all of the wonderful things we did. We went to Mexico like 2 or 3 times. That was a big accomplishment. Everyone thought, what, you're going to Mexico and you're driving and you're bringing your 2 kids and like your one kid is 5 and your other kid's 15 and you guys are going to go camping in Mexico? Like, what? And then on top of that, just all of the memories that she made with each and every one. And I feel I took for granted how spiritual she was, because I just grew up with her being so spiritual and having drum circles, and like our basement was packed. Like we would have so many people crammed into our basement, and it would get hot in there, and we would just drum, and like the energy was just like, it was top notch. But now looking back at all of that, my mom was very spiritual. And she definitely walked with the healing spirit. She definitely did. And I'm so grateful that I learned everything that I possibly could. And, you know, the short 30 years that I was with her and the short 19 years that Caleb was with her. And it brings me a big smile on my face when he knows some of the songs, because I just know that he was a little baby and he was stepping on all the drums, and he was banging and clacking and doing all sorts of stuff. But Mom just let him do that. And I know that he knows the songs because they're in him. So thank you guys. This was very beautiful, and I'm so grateful that I didn't have to help out and plan anything because I've been so busy on the go with everything. So I'm very grateful, and it's been a very beautiful day. So thank you all for being here. Oh.
Wow. She's her mom, right? You know, and just takes that heart and opens it up for everyone. And Caleb, I heard him sing, even though he was singing really quiet. He knows all the words, and he's got an amazing voice. So I just want to say thank you because you're just incredible. And we know that through you and through Caleb, her voice, her song, her drums will continue forever. And in the drums that we all have, we will always feel her vibration in our hearts and in yours. So thank you. So I think we're coming to our closing. We're going to just, the prosperity. So to me, the prosperity in this room is that we were all gifted your mom. And she is worth millions forever and ever. So now let's just put it all in our own hearts, right? We can do it whatever way we want. So if you take out your prosperity affirmation here. All good is mine today. This is my belief, and in it I stand firm. I am healthy, prosperous, loving, and wise. The spirit is willing, and I am willing. I breathe deeply, give freely, and receive greatly. My life itself is a gift for which I truly am thankful, and so it is. So we'll just kind of pass the thing around. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Joanne. So as we pass it around, we'll read the closing. Rejoicing I go my way, choosing thoughts and words of kindness and encouragement. I praise generously and love deeply, and even as I am loved, life is wonderful, I am wonderful, and God is the wonder of it all, and so it is. When I read these, I always just think that's exactly where we're at. And Joanne, I want to say thank you for the most incredible honoring of Joanne, or Janet. So if we could just have a hands to our beautiful Reverend Joanne. And for the words that have been said and the words that are unsaid that are held in your hearts and in your spirits and in your souls, we say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So do we just kind of gather now, Joanne? And I have a few announcements. Okay. We're going to end with a closing of the drumming. Janet always ended her drum circles with the beautiful song, May the long nights sunshine around you. So anybody that knows that song, we're going to make a circle. And it goes, let's close with the song that Janet closed her drumming circles with, The Long Time Sun. The drummers will lead us, and we can follow them out into the social hall for coffee and fellowship. Thank you. Announcements, I'm just going to quickly go through them. We have a full moon drumming, which I'm sure we'll feel all of Janet there too. At the center on April the 11th at 6:30 till 8 o'clock. And Della is leading that. There she is standing there. And she does an amazing job. We know that we can't. Yes, we can't fill those big shoes, but we're going to try, Janet, with you around us at all times. Aho. So April the 20th, our guest speaker is Reverend Doug Craig. April the 27th is the annual general meeting after the service, and April the 27th is our potluck Sunday. So I think, is that any more things, Joan? Okay, so let's get our drums and let's do the all-time, our song. In this, usually what we do is the first one we close our eyes. The second one we open our eyes and we honor everyone that is here and just look around and through, I call it beaming your heart, beaming your eyes. And then the last one we put our drums and that away. Okay? So.
You're all welcome to come again to the center.
Yes, definitely.
Somebody start.
Sunshine of